So today what we're actually going to look at as our objective for this video or tutorial as well is that we're going to look at the descriptive statistics in Excel, which means these are the mean, median, mode, and range. And these are also known as the measures of central tendency when you look at your theory within stats. So here we actually going to have a look at how you can actually find your mean, median, mode, and range when using Microsoft Excel. And obviously, what you would need for this tutorial to begin with is access to a computer or a laptop and access to Microsoft Excel to begin with, and then any other data which would include numbers or categorical data. So if we just jump into it and looking at our objectives today, so as we've spoken about it, here this is what's going to guide us. We're actually looking for the profit. So here we're going to focus on the profit. So the first thing that we first need to identify is that okay, we've been asked to find the mean, median, mode, and range of profit, and we just need to familiarize ourselves as well as range. Range will always be when you look at your highest number and then you subtract that by the lowest. So it's always good just to separate these in order for you to be able to calculate your range. So going back, you need to familiarize yourself with the ask that that has been asked today, and then also try and familiarize yourself with your data. So when you go to the data, you have to look at your headings column, which is the first column, and then just try and see if you can find a column where there's profit, and we can already see profit. And then if you actually put a keen eye on this as a data analyst, it's very important to understand the context and not just only look at the data and just analyze the data. So here we look at this profit, and the profit is just it's a number. So applying our commercial acumen, we already understand that this it has to be a currency because profit is it's a result of a currency or exchange of sale, whatever. So we can also see under our sales column, this is also a number. So these are the things where your data you always, but we'll go into other videos where you'll be shown how to clean your data, organize your data, but it's always interlinked whenever you're working. So what what we would like to do here, so if you would have to go like just look at one cell, you'd have to go here and say, okay, what is this? Is this a dollar, or is it whatever currency it is in your country? So you click on that, it will give you a dollar. And then also if you go to profit, so if you already clicked on the dollar, you can just click over there. Okay, it will give you sometimes accounting or another currency, so it's always good to just go back and press a dollar. But we wouldn't have time to click on everything one by one, so we would rather necessarily just this is a tip. So if you hover on top of your column, you'll see that arrow, down facing arrow. So if you click on the down facing arrow, this will allow your data to be highlighted. So you see it goes to the end. So from there, you can just click, and that will enable you to change everything at once. Isn't that cool? And then you can also go in here, you can do the same. So now we've got our profit into the correct format. And if since now we're focusing on the profit, we can just try now and answer our questions, or whatever the organization or business that would need those results, whether it's from your study. So it's just a skill to have. So as you can see, we're working across two different columns or tabs within Excel, which is not an issue because Excel is very intelligent. So we also have to remember to always, so at this level, you always have to familiarize yourself with writing formulas. So if maybe you're not at that level yet, so you can use different formulas in order to get your result. So now if if you understand a mean is also average. So within stats, mean is also known as an average. So in order for yourself to be able to get this, you would then have to either go look into all your columns or all your formulas, or if you know directly what's the formula, you can use that. So you come here and search for the one that you need. We go into statistical. So I went into more functions. So here we're looking at statistics. So as you can see, here are the different other functions within statistical, which some of them we'll also have a look at. So if you go down here, you can see all of them. You can see median and all different types of statistical. So here we will go to average. So you can either do it this way, and but this way it's always the long way, because you'd have to click on each number, and then you just have to be glued up on doing the step-by-step guide. So if you're familiar with formulas, you can just write average. And what we're going to do here, because we want to look at the range of the profit, so we will jump straight. So you can just write your formula, and you don't have to like press anything else. You can just jump to the next page. As you can see, there's your formula still up there. So you can drag down on here, and you see it will write all the cells as you drag down, down and down. So you would have your range there. But also, as another kind of bonus, just to show you like a quicker way as well, what you could do, instead of just selecting, dragging, you can click on the first cell with the number, and then press on Shift and Control on your keyboard, and then press the downward arrow. So you're still holding Shift and Control. Then when you press your downward arrow, you'll go down to the end. Then you can close your comma. Then if you press that, let's just see quickly. Yeah, I think it was just the way that it was recognizing the data. Let's just go back quickly. But that's how you always have to, you know, go back and trial and error. There we go. So here it has given us, so I pressed enter after closing that. It has given us the average profit or the mean. So we're also going to do the same with median. You can say equal median, just type that. You scroll up, then you can select your control shift downward, or you can drag down, close your bracket, press enter. And we do the same for remote. There we go. And then here, in order for us to actually get the range, we need to get the highest profit and also the lowest profit. So here, in order to get the highest profit, we're going to say max. So you get your maximum number or amount, and you press enter. And you also get the lowest, and that's minimum, which is min. There we go. And then in order for us to get the range, we will say equals highest minus lowest, and then we get our range. So that's how you would get these measures of central tendency within a data set. So depending on each, this could extend, it could also be sales, so any numeric, so within your data. So over here, we can do it for sales as well. So, but yeah, so if you if you look at this and then you could apply it to any other data source. So these are the bonus areas that we also going to look at, which is sales and profit numeric to currency, which we already done. So another thing that I've spotted on this data is that the date, when you look at the date, it's actually, when you look at the year, this is not a number, this is a text. So you wouldn't be able to kind of like conduct analysis on this if you had to look at your yearly date. So what we would do, we will also, either you can drag down and highlight everything, or you can press your shift, control, and downward arrow. Then now we click here, we say convert to number. So we've converted that to number. Then also, if we would like to convert the date from numeric to long description, so if you look at the order date here in the data, it's currently a number. So a computer will be able to read this, but not a human. So what you would do, you would hover on this, you would go to your home, and then you would come to this section. Then you can press long date. This will then, so you can just double click here, it will change it to long date. So you can change it to short date as well. So we keep it at long date, but you would have to do it one by one. You can either highlight everything or press the shortcut. Um, and there we go. And that's how you actually get your measures of central tendency within a data set in Excel.